Today I'm drawing the funniest meme from every year, or at least trying to without making this video look like an SNL skit. Humor is subjective and some memes age like fine milk, so picking a universally funny meme is going to be a challenge, especially in the latter years. We'll also explore how our humor evolved from Facebook rabbit hole dwellers to meme sommeliers, so buckle up. 2014 belongs to the "but that's none of my business" meme. Why? It was the funniest thing in such a tough year. 2 years after the world ended, the world was still ending, except for starter pack memes. Those were just born. The "but that's none of my business" was first created in January 2014 when Instagram user Kermit B. Like decided to be a funny guy and post these pics of King Geralt's true form, sipping tea. People loved it because they could use it to sneak these hypocrites or tell ugly truths. The meme quickly spread across social media and eventually became known for what it is today: a frog sipping tea, minding its own business. But at the time, it was none of my business either. My innocent ass was still on Facebook enjoying memes at their simplest and most cringeworthy. I don't remember much about this frog back then, but if I did stumble across it, I'm sure I would have at least smiled at it. When I first got on Facebook and discovered memes, it was like Narnia for me. A hidden world I could escape to when my parents trapped me in the wardrobe. Okay, we got the first one. The next meme could potentially be the funniest of all the unfunny. 2015 memes started to get a little more interesting. The certified West Coast rapper Drake originated the first Drake post memes, and Netflix and chill became the best length to say to keep your virginity streak intact. And yet, when everybody was wondering which meme would be the most memorable this year, on November 6th, the user "I like the Willy Wonka my Willy" decided to casually post a green screen version of it on Imgur. The meme was Confused Travolta. This meme took a scene from Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction, where John Travolta's character, Vincent Vega, looks around in a room with a confused look and placed it in different scenarios. Travolta was as confused as I was, because this year, I was just starting high school, and everything was new to me. Which new memes was I going to find along my journey? Which memes were going to make me laugh? Was I still going to be a virgin for long? I began to delve deeper into Facebook memes, searching for new, fresh content to enjoy. From the videos of unexpected John Cena that I couldn't see, to the countless parodies of Adele's Hello, to the Pope beating free Papa John's in 8 Mile, my meme wanderer adventure was just beginning. But things were about to take a different turn. So I would be lying if I said that it wasn't challenging to pick a meme for 2016. This year was dominated by many different memes. The blinking white guy, Arthur's fist, confused Mr. Crab, roll safe. Roll safe also originated this year, only to go viral a year later, and it would be used to mock poor decision making. For example, I could use it to say, you don't have to pay the artist if you steal the content and don't give credit, which is exactly what the Republican Party did on July 25th by posting a comic panel of artist Casey Green on their Twitter account GOP to push their political agenda. Within the hour of that tweet, Casey Green responded, calling the Republican Party out while being as peaceful as a duck with a knife, and a day after that, he posted a custom picture of the meme with the Republican elephant instead of the dog. From this controversy, the meme spread like wildfire, and it's still kind of viral today. God damn, that must have stung for the Republicans. Luckily for me, I'm pro-Lemon Party, and yet, it wasn't enough for me to get out of my boredom. Facebook was becoming stale. I was scrolling for the same memes repeatedly, like sitting in a burning room, smiling and pretending that everything was okay. I felt the need for something new and exciting, and boy, did I know what I was getting into. If memes were the Avengers, 2017 would be their endgame. A blockbuster year where meme culture reached new heights, and yet Disney wasn't burned to the ground. This year saw Turkish chef Salt Bae almost become the god of memes with his salt sprinkling video. Even though he got butt-fucked by the internet in the following years, Leonardo DiCaprio memes also gained traction with the Gatsby post and the one with him laughing. Strangely, there were also a lot of Italian memes about the giveaway hand gesture, but aside from all that, 3 legendary memes were born, making the picking challenge really tough. The first one was Whomst, which evolved in the Galaxy Brain meme, which is still relevant today, and the second one was Thongs. So after a long battle, I concluded that none of these memes could compare to the picture that Deck Bai posted in February 2017, which is the distracted boyfriend. But 2017 also introduced us to Trash Dove, which is this obnoxious pigeon that constantly shakes his head. Facebook was infested with this fucking meme, and I hated it so much that I deleted the app and installed Instagram. Plus, I had a crush at the time and I wanted to stalk this girl. So like the cool kid I was, I followed her and she followed me back. and then I woke up. Before I knew it, I realized Instagram was a deep new rabbit hole of memes with different, more complex humor. I'll admit it, 2017 got me worried. There were so many good memes and there was still so much ground to cover in the coming years, and I was right to be worried. But for the wrong reasons. The challenge of 2018 wasn't choosing which meme to draw, it was finding a memorable one. 2018 was the meme drought, and I think that this shortage was due to two factors. First, Logan Paul went into a forest and we all know how that turned out. And second, the newer survival co-op game of the century, Fortnite, was already on the rise. So after wandering through the desert of 2018 memes, I stumbled across two contenders. The Office meme, they are the same picture, and Change My Mind. In this case, I think that Change My Mind easily trumps they are the same picture because it's easier to get people offended with it, which means it's funnier. Steven Crowder, the guy behind the sign, first tweeted this picture in February 2018 and it took off from there. And yet my mind was indeed changing at the time. As I got introduced to Instagram Reels, I began to appreciate more layered and sophisticated humor. Just like the 2015 meme, friendship ended with Mudasir, my friendship with Facebook officially ended. Instagram was now my best friend. What a bad friend it has been. Luckily for us, there's no bad year without a good one after it. When 2019 joined the chat, it was like Christmas for meme enjoyers. Just to name a few, Kombucha Girl, Aiti Maheraut, and Mike Wazowski were all created this year and enjoyed great lives. Kenny Reeves deserves his honorable mention because this guy created 3 different memes this year. The picture of him dining with headphones, you're breathtaking, and the iconic mini Kenny Reeves. This guy might have just stolen the entire year if it wasn't for this little meme I found last second. It involves a cat, a woman, and some yelling. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so there are different events leading to the origin and spread of the woman yelling at a cat meme, but in a nutshell. Thanks to Twitter user Missing E-Girl, a pic from a reality TV show and a cat that dislikes vegetables were paired together. And thanks to Twitter user LC28, the first meme was created. And thanks to me, I got left by a girl because I wasn't seeing she wasn't worth it in the first place. Like Taylor Armstrong, the yelling woman, I cried and cried. As I embraced my dark side, I started looking for black humor memes, and my sense of humor was never the same again. So I was more forgiving towards 2020 because, let's face it, we all had enough going on with the pandemic. 2020 was like Baby Genius's Chew, a mid-sequel of a great movie. I am once again asking for your financial support. Panic, calm, panic. Confused reporter Jonathan Swan, Pedro Pascal laughing and then crying, and the iconic coffin dance. So it's safe to say that 2020 wasn't all that bad. Initially, I was set on the I am once again asking for your financial support meme. Then I remembered the Pedro Pascal video, but then again, just when I was ready to crown it as the winner, I looked up in the sky and remembered the man looking up. That man was Willem Dafoe looking up at his prize, and it became the meme of the year. The first viral instance of this meme was posted on the site iFunny, which featured the citizens of Bikini Bottom, represented by Willem, looking at a giant sandy cucumber as it sucked the car. It wasn't a cucumber. I can understand Willem's look of desperation because, at the time, I was at the Bikini Bottom too mentally. My mental health hit an all-time low, and I delved into black humor more than ever. This was my way of coping with everything going on, maybe as a form of self-care for what was about to come. So in retrospective, finding a good meme in 2018 was easy and fun because finding a good meme in 2021 has been the equivalent of watching family YouTubers and smashing your head on the table every time they exploit their kids. Despite the staggering amount of content, the best memes that human managed to come up with this year were Among Us, for the better, right? Oh boy, my favorite seat! A couple of memes featuring Omni-Man from Invincible, and No Bitches, which was kind of funny until it wasn't. We could also mention the 3D Saul Goodman and the average fan versus average enjoyer, but let's be honest, none of these memes stuck around in the long run. I swear I was ready to give up. We were all ready to give up because that year was a disaster. But on September 27th, Spanish YouTube user Músicos Cínicos decided to save the world of wannabe comedians by uploading a video that was actually funny. Mr. Incredible Becoming Uncanny became the meme of the year. The video went viral, hit TikTok, and from there it spread like a beam of light in the darkness. This lack of memes may have just been what my sense of humor needed. After the tough previous year, I needed to recover from all the black humor and cynical memes I scrolled through during the pandemic. But with the lack of new content came stagnation, and I was getting bored fast. Was anything going to save me from my boredom? You know what happened this year, and you likely know already which meme I'm going to pick. Still, I want you to know that it's not as obvious as it looks. First of all, Queen Elizabeth II died, which You know, it's sad. And Adam Levine DMs were leaked. Ironically, they were both memed on the same level, which shows how horrible people are, because Adam didn't deserve it. Another Better Call Saul meme, Kid Named Finger and Homelander Latham from The Boys got some attention, but mostly what defined this year happened in 1 week. On March 27th and April 1st, two events shaped the world as we know it. A guy named Chris, not me, made the wrong joke, and a company released a vampire movie. If you didn't get it yet, yes, I'm talking about Will Smith slapping Chris Rock at the Oscars and the Morbius movie memes. Those days were fire. The internet was exploding. I have to say, despite Morbius being so bad that it sparked some of the funniest memes of this year, I have to give the win to the slap. It was both funny, more iconic, and my sense of humor got slapped too that year. I got to know someone special who influenced me in ways I didn't quite expect. Instead of the usual black cynical humor, I started being more into things that real men are into. Wholesome cat memes. I was happy, but I felt like I lost my identity, like in 2020. Where was I going to end? It's not an understatement to say that this year was the toughest of them all. From memes like Shiloh Shy aka Smurf Cat, to the Kurt Angle stare, to the Boston Cop slide video, it felt like a new meme was trending every time someone went to the bathroom. Skibidi toilet. Twitter rebranded to X, which, you know, it's a meme by itself. And we can't talk about 2023 without mentioning Ryan Gosling's winning streak of canned memes and driver posting. This guy was the Keanu of 2023 with all the memes he starred in. But even more interesting was the build-up and subsequent peak of memes from Barbie and Oppenheimer same day release. These two movies had the entire world hooked. A Barbenheimer meme would have perfectly represented this year. But after thinking it over, it's not my pick for the win. On February 22nd, TikToker Rackety Ghoul posted an edit that stole the yearly trophy. His edit featured Nicolas Cage looking at Pedro Pascal in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, and it became the Make Your Own Kind of Music meme. The song Make Your Own Kind of Music, about individuality and self-expression, perfectly represents my sense of humor this year. Fully matured and balanced between dark and wholesome, as all things should be. The innocent kid who was once easily trolled by a simple alt F4 on Minecraft is now a fully fledged 5'5" wannabe Penguin Zero, ready to take over Zos garden like Maltazar in Arthur and the Invisibles. But there's still one thing left I have to do. Who's gonna win in 2024? The answer will make this video either age like fine wine or like Drake bars in the Harpar 6. Oh well, let's catch up on the situation so far. We've had some potential hits like the Said Hamster meme, the Pedro Raccoon meme, and the Mark Zuckerberg with a beard and chain. A new SpongeBob meme got some attention. What the Sigma? But it definitely didn't steal the show. The big event shaping the first half of this year was the rap beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Some good memes have sparked from it, but sadly nothing I would consider truly iconic. You know, it's tough to predict which meme will dominate. I believe that sometimes the internet gods just choose a meme at random. And speaking of random, this is the first meme I found on the ifunny.co page. This will be the most funny and iconic meme of the year.